Hello students, as you all know that holidays have been announced by the government and all the educational boards of India as a safety measure for fighting against coronavirus outbreak. And hence our management has decided that these holidays should not go waste and we will be taking your class online so that your time is being utilized. So here we have this first video of business studies in which your first chapter, that is nature and significance of management, has been taken. So first of all, what is management? Management क्या होता है? Management means when we are letting people do their work in our own for fulfilling our own objectives. Like you can see on the board, I have written a definition. This definition is given by Harold Kurtz. As it goes, management is the art of getting things done through others and with formally organized group. Means when as a manager we are letting people do the work to fulfill our objectives. Objectives means for which our organization is being held up. We are doing business for a particular objective to achieve something good, and the most important objective of any business is profit. So to achieve that objective we need help of many people, but all of them cannot do their work on their own. We need a manager, a boss who can lead them, who can inspire them, guide them so that they can do their work with full efficiency. And so the management means when we are taking out the best in our subordinates. Here we will see that manage, if you break this word management, manage, men, T. Now, first of all, let us know what, there are two types of resources. Resources are of two types, human resource and material resource. Now by human resources we mean all the human working in an organization. जितने भी आपके organization में people रहते हैं, मतलब जितने भी human resource, all the workers, all the employees working in an organization, in a business firm, they all refer to human resource. Because this is the most important resource of an organization. If we don't have good employees in an organization, all our efforts will go waste. So this is most important is human resource. And all the other resources, keeping this apart, comes under material resource. Everything means, like for example, furniture or plant, machinery, stationery, everything, plant building, everything else, everything except the human comes under material resource. So we need to manage all these things, human also and material also. So manage plus men plus T. Here T stands for things. So when we are managing, men means human resource and things means material resource, this is known as management. Now who does the management? A manager. A manager is a person who manages all the subordinates. Now here again we need to understand there are two words in which the whole organization depends upon two words, superior and subordinate. The person under whom you are working. If you are working in an organization, the person who is your boss, under whose directions you take, he is your superior. And to whom you give instructions, he is your subordinate. For your subordinate, you are superior, and for your superior, you are a subordinate. The whole organization works under these two because the relation between these two should be cordial. If a superior and a subordinate have good relations, they together can achieve all the objectives. So this is the meaning of management. Now here you will also see in your book two terms, effectiveness and efficiency. Now what is the meaning of effectiveness and efficiency? Effectiveness means, now I'll just read out the whole sentence in which you will understand the meaning of effectiveness and efficiency. Effectiveness refers to completing the job on time, no matter whatever the cost, and on the other hand, efficiency refers to doing the job in a cost-effective manner. As is evident that management is concerned not only with getting job completed effectively but also with doing it as efficiently as possible. Now, effectiveness means when we are being given an order. For example, you have a business in which you manufacture toys. Now, when you have been given a order, say making an order of 1,000 toys. Now, if you complete that work in the time given in the before the deadline, then it is known as effective work. Means completing the work, completing the task on time. And when you complete a task on time, no matter what is the cost is, that is effectiveness. But when you complete the time in a cost effective manner means the work is completed in that cost in which it is being ordered. For example, you are being ordered that a toy should not, the cost of production of a toy should not go beyond 100 rupees. If you complete the task on time and the cost of production of that toy is 110 rupees, then it is not an efficient work but only an effective work, because you have completed a work on time but you have raised the cost of production. But when you are completing the job in cost effective manner, means you have completed the work in 100 rupees itself, then it is efficient work. And management is not only about completing the work on time but also in a cost effective manner, because if your cost raises, if the cost of production raises, your profit margin decreases. And that is why our work should be effective as well as efficient. So the manager should take care, he should inspire, he should guide his subordinates in the way in which the work is not only effective but also efficient. So these two terms have a great importance in management, because management is to see whether the work is being done effectively also and efficiently also. So now, after understanding the meaning of management, its definition, and also the meaning of these two words, the next topic which comes is features of management. Now, what are the features of management? First feature is goal-oriented process. Goal means for whatever objective we are being working. As you have seen that every organization, every firm, every business firm has some goal to be achieved, and management is all about that. We should have an objective before us to complete it. So management is done to complete that objective. Whatever objective we are having, say for example, our objective is that in this month our sales should reach at least 100 crores. So our goals will be that we are working in such a way that our sales should reach 100 crores. So to achieve that objective, to achieve that goal is our primary objective, and for that only we are doing all the things, we are managing all the things. So management is for goal orientation, that is completing the task, completing the goal. Next is all-pervasive. Now what is the meaning of all-pervasive? All-pervasive means management is not only present for example, we cannot say that some business have management, some doesn't have. In each and every activity we do today, whether it is business activity or a non-business activity, everywhere management is necessary. Like if we are working at home, we are doing our household work, in that also we manage so many things. Who will bring the groceries at home, from where it will be bought, how it will be used, everything is managed by a lady. In the same manner, in a business also, raw material, how the raw material will be purchased, from where it will be purchased, how it will be utilized, from where we will get the finance, everything is managed by the concerned authority. And that is why we say that management is all-pervasive, means management is everywhere. Management is not only in business but in non-business activities also. Management is present in each and every organization, whether it is a small one, a middle scale or a large scale. Also, it is in every city or every town. We cannot say that India has management and America does not have. In each and every place we can see management. The management is all-pervasive. Next is multi-dimensional. Management is multi-dimensional, means that management has, multi means more than one, and dimension means areas or fields. So here we can say management is multi-dimensional. Like in your book you can see that 3 dimensions of management is given: management of work, management of people, and management of operations. Management of work, management of people, and management of operations. of these three terms. People, of course, you have seen when we are managing human resource. Human resource means the people working in an organization. So to manage them, so that they are working with their full efficiency, they are not at all wasting their time, they are good enough to do that particular work. We also have to see that each and every employee who is being given a work should be able to do that. If we see that some employee is not working properly because he doesn't know how to work or he is not fully trained, then it is a manager's duty to inspire him or to train him accordingly. So to manage people means to see whether the human resource in the organization is working properly or not. Management of work. Management of work means for whatever reason we are here, for whatever reason the organization is being made, that work is being done properly. I have given this example, like if we have a business firm in which we are manufacturing toys, so our main work is to manufacture toy. So to manage that our toy is being made properly, the work is going on smoothly, whatever we are doing, whatever work we are doing is done properly, that is management of work. And the third is management of operations. Now what is the meaning of operation? Operations means here activities. For completing a bigger task, we cut short, we divide the work into smaller tasks. We divide the work into smaller tasks and give each task to a particular department. So here by management of operations we mean that when we divide the work into so many activities, smaller activities, for example, for producing or to making a toy, we have a number of activities involved, like to arrange the finance, that is financial activities, from where finance will be arranged, how it will be used, then purchase department purchase the raw material for making that manufacturing a toy, then the production department, the activity of production department is to produce the toy, sales department, the activity of sales department is to sale of the toy. Now all these activities are involved for this particular work. So managing all those activities properly, seeing that all the activities are being done properly, that is management of operations. Next comes management is continuous process. Management is a continuous process. Continuous means ongoing, which keeps on moving, which doesn't stop. So management is nothing like we have done, it is not a one-time activity that we have done for once and we are done with it and we can chill and we just leave it off. The people are doing their work in their own way. We have to again and again manage them. We have to again and again see whether they are working properly. It is not a one-time activity, we keep on doing it, and that is management is a continuous process. Next is management is group activity. Group activity means when we are managing things, like for example you are seeing in an organization, here we are talking about a big organization, not a small shop. As you have seen, a business has a very wide range. If you are running a small shop, that is also business. If you are running a big company, that is also business. But here we are studying it in the purview of a big company, you can say. So when we are talking about a big organization, nothing can be done single-handedly. Even in a small shop, you cannot do everything on your own. You need the help of so many wholesalers, retailers, advertisers, agents to keep your work smoothly going. So here also in an organization, you need many people around you who will help you to achieve your objective. So management is nothing like you can do single-handedly. So that is why we say management is a group activity. In this, a manager is responsible for the working of a whole group. He manages the whole group, all subordinates. Next is management is dynamic function. Dynamic function means it keeps on changing. Dynamic, the meaning of word dynamic is it keeps on changing, it is flexible, it is not stagnant. Means management is not something that we cannot change, or it is not something which is rigid. We need to change ourselves also, and we need to accept the change that is coming. As we can say change is the law of nature. Things keep on changing. Our production method can change, technology can move very fast. As you have seen, our generation has seen a very fast change in technology. So if you are into such a business in which technology is improving very fast, changing very fast, in such type of an organization, your subordinates, your employees should be good enough to accept that change. Because as a natural process, we resist change. People resist change. They don't want to change easily because it needs a lot of hard work to accept their change. So a good manager should be so sensible or should be so helpful that he manages his subordinates in such a way that his managers accept that change very easily, and that is why we say that management is a dynamic function which keeps on changing and which helps its subordinates to accept that change very fast. Last one is intangible force. Intangible means things which we cannot touch or we cannot see. So management is something which we cannot touch or see. We cannot only feel it. You can only feel that you are being managed or you are being monitored. So these are the features of management. Now the next thing is, in which you can see its objectives. Objectives of management means why management is done. What is the objective of management? Why a manager should manage or why he manages his subordinates. There are three types of objectives: organizational, social and personal. Organizational, now from the very name itself you can make out that organizational means related to organization. Organization in which you are working, in which you are an employee. Now here organizational means when we are fulfilling the organizational objectives, and those are, as you all know, we are doing business for profit. So here three types of objectives are there. Survival, profit and growth. Now what is the meaning of survival? Survival means when the very first objective of any new business is survival. Survival means when we are good enough to survive in the market. When we have such a good profit, when you can say it is a break-even point. No profit, no loss. Means at least we gain in our revenues should be equal to our expenses. If not profit, we should also not go in loss. So survival means to stand in the market. Also, for a new organization, it is to stand in the market to make a niche in the market. And for a existing organization, it is like to be in the market for a longer period, because it is not only for a new organization to stay in the market, but for existing organizations, old organizations also, because in this fast changing world and the competition growing, we need to survive in the market. Next is profit. When the survival is done, like for example, we have survived, our revenues are increasing, our profit is increasing, then it is profit. When we are increasing our revenues, when we are giving a good profit, the next objective that comes is growth. Growth means when we are good enough to expand our business. Now what is the meaning of expansion? Expansion doesn't mean that if we are owning one shop, we open another shop, or we are running a company, we will launch another company. It doesn't only mean to expand in that way. Expand means if today we are dealing in one product, tomorrow we can produce one more. If today we have shop in one city, we can grow a business in another city also. So expansion can be in many ways. But expansion or growth can only be done if we have sufficient profits. So it goes like this: first survival, then profit, and then growth. So these three are the organizational objectives which we need to achieve. Second is social. Now from the word social, you can understand that this objective is related to the society. So now when we are working in a society, we are getting all the resources from the society. So it is our duty, our social responsibility to give them back. And here in social objectives, we see again there are objectives, like first is organizational objectives, के बाद जो आता है social objective. The first objective, social objective, is to generate employment opportunities. Means if you are working in an organization, we need to create many employment opportunities so that the people in the society get employed and improve their living. The second social objective is to control environment pollution. Because as you have seen, business pollution is caused by a business, so we should be careful enough that we should not harm the environment. We should be careful while disposing of our garbage. And the third one, social objective, is to give a good standard of living to our society. We should give good quality products at a cheaper rates so that the people in the society live in with a good lifestyle. And the third is personal objectives. Personal objectives here means our personal means as a person our objectives. Now when I am working in an organization, organizational objectives should be fulfilled by me because I should be faithful to my organization in which I am working. Social environment, for the environment, for the society also I need to work. And the third is personal. I need to also fulfill my personal objectives. Now my personal objectives are again of three types. First is, as you can guess, financial needs. Like if I am working in an organization, the very first the need which I need to fulfill is financially. I should be financially stable so that I can live a good living. Then the second one is social needs. Social needs means to have a good circle, to have cordial relations with everyone in the organization, to have cordial relations with my colleagues. So because a person cannot live alone. A person, as you all know, man is a social animal and he needs a good social circle, friends, so that he can share his joys and sorrows with them. So social needs also get fulfilled when we are working in an organization. The third personal objective is higher level needs. Higher level needs means to excel in our field. Like for example, you are studied, you have done your a good master's, or you have done your complete qualification and you are sitting at home, then you are not using that knowledge and also you are not growing that knowledge. But when you are working on an organization, you are also using that knowledge which you have gained from the institution, and also you are growing your knowledge because when you are in touch with the people, you keep on growing. So all these objectives are fulfilled in personal objectives. So these are our objectives: organizational, social and personal. So until now we have done management, its meaning. Management means managing people and material resources. We have done the definition by Harold Kurz that management is the art of getting things done through others and with formally organized groups. Then we have done two terms, effectiveness and efficiency. That is, our work should be also effective, that is completing on time, and also efficient, that is in cost-effective manner, so that we can increase our profit margin. Then we have done the features of management: goal-oriented process, all-pervasive, multidimensional, continuous process, group activity, dynamic function and intangible force. Then we have done the objectives: organizational objectives, social objectives and personal objectives. And the last topic of this chapter is importance of management. Now after studying all these things, now we can make out that management is very important, because without management, as you can see in your book, it is written anything minus management is zero. Means in each and every activity, whatever we do, whether business or non-business, management is very important. Without management, you cannot achieve your goals, you cannot achieve your objectives, and that is also very important. Now what are the points in the importance? First is, helps in achieving group goals. Whatever goals you have made for your organization, all those are achieved only if a proper management is done. Increases efficiency. Efficiency means working in a cost-effective manner. If a good manager manages his subordinates in a good way, in a proper way, inspires them, guides them properly, then we can take out full efficiency from the subordinates. Creates a dynamic organization, such an organization which accepts changes very easily, because a good manager instills in its subordinates that quality so that they can welcome all the changes very fully heartedly. Helps in achieving personal objectives. Whatever personal objectives we have, like fulfilling our financial needs, fulfilling our social needs, and also fulfilling our higher level needs, all these can be only done if we work in an organization with a good management. And the last is, helps in the development of society. When we are fulfilling all the social responsibilities, we are fulfilling all the social objectives, the society also grows. So all these can be achieved only if we have a good management. So this is all about today's lecture. This is the very first chapter of your business studies book, that is Nature and Significance of Management. And here we have studied what is management, what are the objectives, what are the features, and what is the importance. So I hope you do well. Don't waste your time in these holidays. Study well and be safe.